Hi everybody, this is Dara M. Monreal. For this lesson, we are going to tackle about global demography. Demography is the study of human populations, including their current size, their characteristics, how they were changing, and how they were attained. Demographers use census data, surveys, and statistical models to analyze the structure of populations. In addition, demography affects each and every aspect of our lives, from the world economy, social policy, to city planning and climate change, meaning the number of our population is not just a number. It may link to some issues or problems that we face today. An example of that is the COVID-19 pandemic. According to my research, COVID-19 pandemic has greatly impacted the key components of world demographics. These are migration, mortality, and fertility. These are also known as the big three of demography, which produce population change or stability. Before getting into the details, let's try to examine rural and urban communities. According to National Geography, rural areas actually has a very low population density, and the primary industry in most rural areas is agriculture. On the other hand, urban areas have a high density of population, and people are migrating to urban areas for many reasons. These include agricultural technology, industrial technology, and for more work opportunities. Moving on, let's try to look at migration in the time of pandemic. I think we are all aware of the news that due to border closures, other migrant workers were stranded abroad and unable to return to their homes. In addition, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused a reverse migration from cities to less populated places and rural areas. So many urban dwellers in developing countries such as Kenya, Peru, and South Africa are returning to their rural villages. Second is mortality. The pandemic has caused a significant number of deaths worldwide. By mid-March 2021, the reported number of COVID-19 deaths worldwide is approaching 3 million, while around 120 million have been infected. Third is fertility. There is evidence that fertility rates could get even lower due to COVID-19. I have found an early COVID-19 survey fielded in May 2020, conducted by the Guttmacher Institute. They asked women ages 18 to 49 about their reproductive intentions, and more than a third of women reported that because of COVID-19 pandemic, they decided to get pregnant later. So maintaining replacement fertility is important because lower birth rates translate into fewer people entering the labor force 20 years later, which affects our economy. So that's just a brief overview of how COVID-19 pandemic affected the big three of global demography, which is mortality, migration, and fertility. Next reporter is Ana Portayo. Thank you so much.